referee looks at his watch. Any second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to WantMyBet TV. My name is Will.
I'm Tom.
We're talking boxing, the World Boxing Super Series. Two big fights.
Sure is. Wow, one of them's in the World Boxing Super Series, the other one. But two big fights.
Two big fights. Okay, well, that's why he's here, because he's going to tell us who's fighting, what to look for, what the stats are saying, what the predictions are.
Yes, and yes, and yes.
So first fight, George Groves, Callum Smith.
So,
and
yeah.
also just to say, the last boxing video that we did,
got all four right.
It.
Got all four of the ones right.
That's why you should be watching.
Got the AJ round right as well.
Big.
That is big. So yeah, this fight, World Boxing Super Series, Super Middleweight.
Yeah.
So this has been going on for about a year. They had quarterfinals, semi-finals. This is the final.
Yes.
So George Groves beat Eubank Jr in the semi-final in February, but he hurt his shoulder. So this is why this has been a little bit delayed. It was meant to take place, I think, in June initially. Right, then it got pushed back, got pushed back, got pushed back. So it's now on Saturday night. It's in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia.
Random.
So basically, there was a purse bid and Saudi Arabia got loads of money and they're trying to throw money at. They had the WWF there, or WWE
I bet
there.
It'll be good there though.
It will be good, but when it's two Brits fighting, like a Londoner versus a Scouser, you'd want it really in England. So it's 9 PM on Friday. It's going to be weird. It's going to be people with a load of cash that are going there, basically. So it's Friday night. So if you did want to watch it, you could watch it. Groves is coming in as a slight favourite. He's basically fought better people, realistically, and he's the world champion.
He's the bigger name.
He's the bigger name. So he's only lost 3 times, twice against Froch, and then once against Badou Jack. All like those two are both class, so there's no disgrace in losing to those. He's had 28 wins, 20 by knockout, so 65% of the time he's knocked him out. George Groves is decent, and his trainer is Shane McGuigan now, and they seem to be forming a bit of a rapport.
Big.
Holds the world title, so yeah, that's the reason why he's favourite. Callum Smith though is dangerous.
The underdog.
He's the underdog, but he's undefeated. And he's had 24 fights, 17 wins, 71% knockout. He's basically huge for the weight. So super middleweight is like 12 stone 2 or something like that. And he's 6'3". He's an absolute monster. He comes from a family of fighters, 5 brothers.
Are we thinking there's going to be an upset here?
Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it. Basically, he's been the mandatory challenger for ages. On paper, you might see it's going to be an upset. I just can't see it. Like, George Groves has been fighting at world level for years. Callum Smith has never had his opportunity, so it's whether he can step up. I just think George Groves is going to be a little too cute for him, and I think he will nick it.
Do we think it will go the distance, or is there a knockout?
I think it's going to go the distance. So my cautious tip is Groves to win. It's only 1.7. I think the way this is going to go is Groves to win on points. 2.65.
Like that.
Not too bad. He is the favourite, but I think he's the favourite for a reason. If Callum Smith does beat him, it's an upset.
Massive for Callum Smith this fight.
Oh,
he hasn't got that much to lose here.
He's got nothing to lose.
As long as he
absolutely nothing to lose.
Puts in a good shift.
Oh no, he's got nothing to lose. Well. Absolutely nothing to lose.
By the way, as we're going through this, put your comments up to let us know what you think is going to happen in these fights.
Exactly. There'll be a lot of Scousers that are telling me I'm wrong.
Okay.
But George Groves, I think, beating Eubank last time, he's got confidence. He's wily.
Okay, so that's fight 1.
Yeah, fight 1.
Talking of Eubank.
Yes.
He's in fight 2.
He is. So he's fighting McDonough. This is super middleweight as well. So Eubank is fighting for his first time since he lost to Groves in February. Been training in Vegas, following him on Insta just to see what he's up to. He's been training in Vegas loads, waiting for a decent fight. There was talk that Groves wasn't going to be able to make the final, so Eubank was going to be in the final anyway. So
that would be a bit shit, wouldn't it?
So luckily that hasn't happened. Eubank Jr is fighting at super middleweight again, so a little bit heavier. He's more naturally a middleweight, so he kind of stepped up to be in the World Boxing Super Series, whereas this McDonough has come kind of down to fight at super middleweight. So it's kind of like, which way do you go? Do you go for the lighter, quicker man, or the naturally heavier, probably a bit more of a banger. But Chris Eubank Jr.'s had 26 wins, 20 by knockout, 71%. He's only ever lost to George Groves and Billy Joe Saunders. Two world champions, two of the best British boxers on the planet at the moment. JJ McDonagh has lost 4 in his 20 fights already. 3 he's lost on decision. 1, I watched it on YouTube today, he got absolutely KO'd by this guy called Tommy Tolan. Like a big overhand right, and he is absolutely out spark. It's the main thing is because of the weight difference. So Eubank Jr. is coming really up to super middleweight. McDonough is coming down to super middleweight. I think that's the main thing. But
which way do you think it's going to go?
I think my cautious tip is Eubank to win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even put money on it. It's like 1.2 or something like that. Eubank to win by KO, which is a bit punchy, but I think will probably happen.
He's only been KO'd once.
Only been KO'd once in his 20
you think he's got it in him, Eubank?
Eubank Jr. is people don't think he's a big puncher, but if he tags you, you stay hit basically. He had a knockout of a guy called Avni Yildirim a couple of fights ago, and it was it was in the quarterfinal of the World Boxing Super Series. Massive punch. Flattened him. So Eubank Jr. can punch, and I think that's the way that one will go.
Fine. Well, I'll be back in that, considering how well your tips went last time.
Thank you.
Again, let us know on that fight what you think's going to happen, but stay tuned to find out whether these ones come in. Remember, subscribe to the channel. That's it for now.
See you later.
See you later.
Now then, the referee looks at his watch and his second now.